I sit before you today in a rare moment in history where I'm the educator. There's a pandemic that has swept our nation, crippleized communities. Crippleized is a word that I made up. But you know where I learned it? Where I learned it from myself? I learned it at homeschool. And that's what the pandemic is, a homeschool pandemic. And if you're not prepared for it, your kids could grow up to be like me. So, couple tips and pointers as one of the few authorities in the nation that can speak on it without any sort of bias and, I don't know, from a very professional opinion, I would say, take advantage of this opportunity. Wherever the public education system has been lacking, this is your time to step it up, parents. PE out of school is 1 hour of playing on some monkey bars or climbing a rope. You don't learn anything from that. My PE started at 6 a.m. when I got locked out of the house. I had to spend 12 to 24 hours in a creek fighting raccoons. I learned survival skills, math skills, counting the hours and watching the sun. Learned to fight off raccoons. I learned to read from the graffiti under the bridge behind our house. I also learned how to ride a horse on an old oil rig, because we didn't have horses, but we had oil rigs. So the best teacher is life, and this is a golden opportunity to put your kids in a position to learn from life when the worst thing that could happen to them is, well, the oil rig was super dangerous, as we found out years later. Raccoons also, they can bite you and they have rabies. But the memories, they'll last forever. So don't let this pandemic pass up on a golden opportunity for you to give your kids memories that'll last them the rest of their lives. One other tip is when you get the curriculum, there's test keys. Your kids are going to find them. You can't hide them in the trunk like Christmas presents or put them in the attic, wrapped in an old box. We know where you put that stuff. We're going to find it anywhere. It's like Ocean's 11. So you got to be careful, because the difference between finishing school at 10 a.m. and 3 p.m., if we can just pass the test due to the answer keys. And you got to remember, parents, you're out of practice. You probably haven't played hide and go seek in 4 or 5 years, and kids play it every day. We're hiding stuff from our parents all the time. So you're ill-equipped. So make sure you're prepared.